All right, guys. Hey again. It's Cashcache. This is like take four on this video. This is gonna be the beat breakdown for Matchup by Tony Shhnow. And the way I laid this beat out, it's kind of difficult for me to just break it down super quick for you guys, but I'm gonna try my best. Um, so this beat was three keyscape melodies. Um, Everything else is just plug drums. I'm gonna start with the first melody. I used Wurlitzer 200A Rocker 2 for the actual melody, and here's gonna be the chords. They're pretty intricate chords. I spent a while making this chord progression. I don't know exactly what scale I made this in, but as you can see, just like the beat for Vet, I put a lot of like bass notes in here. This is not something that I do in a lot of my beats, but I feel like a lot of my beats that hit, I have bass notes in there. Um, you guys can steal these chords if you want to remake the beat. I don't even care. But this is it. Um, as you can see, and a lot of my chord progressions go down the scale. What I noticed about like Mexico Dro, like mainly Mexico Dro, and sometimes Polo Boy Shoddy, their chord progressions go up the scale. Mine's kind of start high and go low. That's just my vibe. So as you can see, like I started up here at D6, ended the chord progression at E5, D5 basically. It's like literally down, one scale down the chord progression. Um, Here I'll just play this, just the melody for you guys, so you guys can kind of hear what I was working with when I first started. 140 BPM. And it's so cool because I think I might have a filter on this maybe, but it sounds very like old like radio, like almost like 70s or 80s, That's why I really like that specific piano. Okay, so that's the main melody. The second melody is going to be Keyscape Bells. Literally just kind of like just something to add on top of what I already had. And you can see here, sorry. Just very something very light to go with what I already had on the melody. I always try to keep it simple. I don't try to do too much with the melody. That's just my specific style. I'm kind of a minimalist on things like that. So here's the bell melody. Da na 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 na. Okay, then it just repeats. I'll quickly go to the third melody. This was like I think it's called a pianette, but to me it sounds like a jazzy electric guitar. But it's gonna be a pianette in Keyscape. I'll give you the exact preset. It's gonna pianette T phaser. That's the one I used. So it's just a garnish on top of what I already had. And apparently I put it on a different mixer track. I don't know why. Oh, it looks like I EQ'd this a bit. I took some bass out of there. The main melody doesn't have any EQ. As you guys can see, there's no EQ on the main melody. I don't do a lot of EQing on a lot of my beats. I used to do some mixing. I had like a special preset, but not so much anymore. So yeah, this was just kind of like something extra to add on, just to facilitate and enhance what I already had. So I'll play the main melody for you guys. Here it is. As you guys can see, I got the Zangang clap in here, old old Mexico Dro hi-hats, plug snare. I think this is a plug stick or something like that. Plug chant, and then this right here is a stupid cool 808. Pretty much the way I used to lay beats out is I would make one pattern, then clone it. I used to do this. I think I explained like in my last video that Cordot was doing this and Cake the Goat was doing this. That's where I learned it. I don't do that at this specific point in time right now. I don't do this, but this is just how I used to lay my beats out. So I'm sorry if it's kind of confusing to you guys, but that's just the way I used to lay it out. Um, yeah, so the main melody kind of giving like a jolly, like nostalgia, like soulful vibes, you know? And here's gonna be the drum loop. Um, I'd say the drum loop is pretty simple. Um, as are most plug drum loops, and especially mine. Okay, so here's gonna be the drum loop, guys.
I really like to use Cash.
And I'll go to this my 808 because people like to see that. So here's pattern 2. And my velocity is turned all the way up. So it's not too much going on here, guys. I can show you, the hi-hat pattern. It's literally a Mexico drill hi-hat pattern with barely anything going on. I had one snare roll, sorry, hi-hat roll here. I try to keep it simple, guys. So literally, that's pretty much my beat right here. I'm gonna play the whole beat for you guys again. Just so you guys can kind of hear it again. Here's just the melody one more time. And I'll play it with the main chords showing. And here it is, guys. Here's the full beat. I tried to make this beat breakdown as quick as I possibly could because I recorded this literally like 4 or 5 times already. I don't want to be doing too much and wasting you guys' time. So I hope this was informative to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the FLP for this. And I'm gonna do more beat breakdowns. Obviously, I'm kind of being slow about it, but just got a new headset, and I think we can get these popping a little more. So here's the full beat. Enjoy, and let me know what other FLPs you guys might want to hear. That's gonna be it for today. I hope this video comes out good and enjoy. Much love, guys. Love, Cashcache.